What's up, Chunky? What's going on, bud? Does my stream look good? My service is a little spotty out here. I drove 2 hours to a new spot. Supposedly, it's got some big blue cats. Let me adjust this a little bit so y'all can see. Appreciate it, man. Sweet. Thank you, bud. I redid one of my surf rods in your colors, man. I did the pink and the yellow. You said those show up the best at night, so I'm about to put a bluegill out. I got a whole cooler full of bluegill and green sunfish that I'm going to use for these big blue cats. Ow. Check out all that bait, buddy. Hey, babe. What's up, Cleveland? Yeah, I only had to stop at like 10 different places because they were all closed or shut down. My first spot was shut down, so I went to my second spot. It was shut down, so I tried the third spot that I looked up. It was shut down. I ended up just having to stop at a gas station and asking locals if they knew any spots. And one guy was kind enough to show me this and another one. First bait going out. I'm going to scuff it up so it'll bleed a little bit. They did say there's a chance of me hooking an alligator out here. And if I hook up on one, I will grab the camera and bring y'all over to take a look at that. Let me go ahead and get this bait out there. What's up, Big Mike? I got one pole out. I only brought one since this was like a new mission trying to find a new spot. But if you look, so let me get on this side. Over here, just outside of the camera, is the Walter F. George Dam. I ended up having to fish on the top side. They had everything below the dam blocked off for construction. But supposedly a couple of locals I talked to said they've had it shut off for years. They don't know if they're ever going to open it back up. But I found this spot. It's above the dam. And supposedly this is a good area for blues. It's not super shallow. It's like, I don't know, maybe 8 foot deep right where I'm at. But it steadily drops off going towards the main lake. So I don't know. We'll see. This was a new adventure anyway, you know. What's up, Chris? They did say this area is full of channel cats right now. I've got a smaller bluegill on. They also said it was a good chance I hook a gator out here. And if I do, I'm going to grab this camera and pull it over for y'all to see it. Yeah, I hated I got such a late start, but all them places that I was going to look at going to were shut down, man. They got all the roads completely blocked off. Cops sitting at them. Like, I don't know. I drove 2 hours to get here, then I'm going to fish. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to find a spot. That local guy I talked to at the gas station, he was saying the flatheads are running up here pretty good. They've been catching them, so who knows? Maybe I'll get one. I'm using whole brim. Sorry if that wind is rough. Super breezy out here today. A guy poked around the corner right over here in a kayak for a second, then he struggled to get back around that corner. You want a Visa card, Mike? Well, I forgot I left some of my fishing stuff at Dad's house, babe. I had this one set up. I figure you might as well go light for this first time. Next time I'll bring 3 rods. I had no idea where I was going to fish at for a minute. I thought it was a 2 hour drive for nothing. What'd you win last night, Mike? After you got off your live, I didn't see anything else. I ended up going to sleep after that. Oh, you want a hat? Nice. Y'all don't forget, I'm doing a giveaway Friday. You might win something else. I wonder if I can wheel y'all a little bit closer to see this rod better. Y'all hold on. This might be bumpy for a second. Let me see what y'all see real quick. There we go. The drive was okay, babe. There was about 40 minutes I had no phone service whatsoever. This is actually the first spot I had phone service. What up, Lewis? If y'all don't mind, when y'all come in, hit that like button for me. And today might be worth sharing out. I don't know if y'all feel like sharing out my video. That'd be pretty sweet. It's a new spot, but you never know. I like new spots. They surprise you sometimes. I sprayed up that Carnage surf rod of mine, Chunky Cat style, so it'll start showing up in the camera better, especially at night. This is going to show up real good at night, shark fishing. I can't believe I ain't never thought of that, as creative as I am on some stuff, man. Oh, Chunky Cat, show me the way. I won't be missing no more bites down in Panama City, that's for sure. Got to turn around and watch my back every once in a while, make sure one of them gators ain't creeping up on me. Hey, Kimberly, how you doing? I'm trying a new spot out here. I drove 2 hours south down to the Walter F. George Reservoir Dam. A couple of guys are telling me the flatheads are running in this area right now, so I might get one of them. But I'm trying for them big blues they have. I got a whole bucket full of, or a whole cooler full of bait. Yeah, that pole turned out pretty good. Hopefully that wind noise ain't too bad for you. It's blowing pretty good right now. Well, that's not good. I see some turtles popping up. Yeah, I got one of my leaders on. I got an okay cast, but the wind keeps blocking me. It keeps making the cast short. I wanted to get about 10 more yards out. Keep an eye on the feed for me, too. Chunky was saying it looked good, but on my end, it looked good yesterday. Like I said, this is the only spot that I found service down here that I can live stream, too. What's up, Kitsy? How you doing? Make sure y'all hit that like button for me. And today I might get y'all, if you don't mind sharing it out, share out the video stream. I didn't really want y'all to do it yesterday because I was just catching bait, but here today we have a chance at a big catfish. And I can't do it today, but that local guy I met, he showed me another spot that I could go to next time I come down. It's supposed to be like a 50-foot hole that I can reach from the bank if I can cast far enough, which I know I can with this rod. So we'll hit it next time. Had a couple little nibbles, but they look small. Might be them channel cats. They said there's some 5 to 7 pound channels in this area right here. Yeah. Oh, okay. As long as the stream looks good, that's all I care about. I'm down here in Lake Eufaula, or Walter F. George. It's got like 5 different names. I drove 2 hours south. Just right over on this side is just outside of the camera is the dam. I'm fishing on the top side of the lake. I couldn't get to the underside of the dam. They've got it closed off. That's originally where I was trying to get to. Yep.
Catfish Izzle.
What's going on, bud? We out here trying a new spot today. Drove 2 hours to try a spot. One good thing about Eufaula is, I don't know how true it is, but for most of the people I talked to and most of the websites I looked up, this lake's not really fished for catfish. It's got a bunch of good catfish, but everybody's after bass. So they're saying anybody who really wants to try for catfish, this is a good spot to come. I wish I could have brought 2 extra rods, though. I'll be better prepared next time. What's up, John Oliver? How you doing? Hopefully y'all having a good Sunday. Hitting this new spot down here. It's the bottom of Lake Eufaula, Walter F. George. Locals are saying the flatheads are kind of running right now. But I'm actually after the big blues. I got a whole cooler full of bluegill and green sunfish to use for bait today. Yeah, y'all remember I'm doing that giveaway Friday. You have a chance to win some catfish gear. I got that Mad Cat's rod coming, and for the bass fishermen that watch my channel, I've got that SLX reel and rod Shimano that I'm giving away, plus lures and catfish leaders. Well, the darn wind caught my cast. It's probably like 8 to 10 foot. Here in a minute, I'm gonna try re-throwing it, see if I can't get a little further out. So it's all rock and it's all sloping down towards the main part of the lake out there. Yeah, it's a really good spot. A really good spot. I'm glad it actually, on the way I was worried it was going to be bad weather, but now it's blue skies, no clouds. Wind is a little much though, but the sun's out. The wind is cold, but the sun is warm, so I'm wearing a jacket. If y'all don't mind, hit that like button for me while you're in here too. I'm trying to reach 1,000 also. We got to help Mike get to 1,000. Oh, Big Mike, and I'm trying to get to 1,000. Well, I've been pushing hard, boy. We got to get Big Mike to 1,000. Yeah, I can. I'll show you a couple of the weights I'm using. Give me 1 second. So because I'm doing a break off leader, it's rigged differently now. It's rigged right with this one, so I'm using this one right now, the 5 ounce. But I've also got some of these that I'm using on the bottom. I like using these because as I'm reeling in, they literally just slide over the top of the rocks. I'm about to find out how snaggy the bottom is. I'm about to reel up and recast real quick, see if I can't get it about 10 yards further out. I have to wait a minute and literally put it right back in the same spot. It's like a force field out there. The wind just gets crazy. Once it gets right there, it stopped it cold. Nice. Yeah, I like those no rolls. I'm actually low. I'm about to put in an order of weights in the next couple of days. Oh, it's the GoPro 8. Let's see. I like it, but it overheats too much. What's up, James? Yeah. So I made a mistake, man. I thought I had all of my rods, and I remember last time I went fishing, I stopped at my dad's house to talk, and I left most of them there. This is the only one I had at home. Now this is the big boy. This is the Penn Slammer 10,500, the 65-pound braid. That's the Carnage surf rod. I wanted to put out 3 rods, and I thought I had them until I went looking this morning. So, but this is a new spot, so it'll be all right. I always got a massive overheating issue, massive. So I have to keep it on rabbit mode. You have to click the record button. It takes about 2 seconds to turn on. So it's like click 1, 2, then it turns on. Once you're done recording what you want to, you hit the record again. 1, 2, turns off. The bad thing is usually I miss the strike and everything else because it takes that wind up. But if you don't do it, this thing gets so hot. It was so hot one day I thought it was going to catch fire. Yeah, it'll get so hot, it'll actually drain the power from the battery. The battery will go completely dead. I'm curious to see how that new GoPro is. I got to look over my back every once in a while, make sure a gator ain't sneaking up on me. They said there's a good chance I might hook one fishing with these bluegill. There's a bunch of gators here, that's for sure. If any of y'all are new and you like what y'all like fishing and everything, you like seeing multi-species fishing, but mainly catfish, subscribe to my channel. I say probably 80% of what I do is catfishing, and then the other 20% is split between ocean fishing and like bass and brim fishing. But I kind of throw shark fishing in with the catfishing, so it's in that 80-90%. Because I mean, let's face it, it's catfishing, but with mean catfish. Them catfish got teeth. I finally got it set up. If y'all ever feel like supporting the channel, I do have my PayPal set up on the main page of my YouTube channel. That's always up to y'all though, but I figured I'd let y'all know just in case. A couple of people asked how they can donate, so I finally got my PayPal set up to it.
Big Mike.
Yeah, I know you are, John Oliver. I'm glad too, man. The catfish community has got to be the best community on YouTube that I know of. So this is the Georgia side. Bass fishing. Oh, the frog bite. Yeah, man, I love using them frogs. What's your favorite? Mine's I like the Spro frog myself. The black with the red sides. Can't remember what they call it. Hey Carson, how you doing, bud? I'm down here at the Walter F. George lake, or Lake Eufaula to some people. I'm on the bottom end of it. I'm literally, like, y'all can't see it, but right here, getting it on the camera, just off camera is the dam. I couldn't fish below the dam. They've got it closed up. So I came up here. I got a whole cooler full of brim and green sunfish I'm using for bait. A couple of the guys were saying that the flatheads are running right now up here. The average flathead's kind of small. It's like, 10, 15 pounds, but I love flatheads. Like if I caught one, it would make my whole trip. But really, I'm trying to get them big blue cats. Bass and pike, yeah. Where are you catching pike at? Probably do have to buy them by the dozen, though. Pikes, man, they'll steal some stuff. We got chain pickerel down here. They're like baby pike. They'll steal a lure quick. For everybody in here that hasn't heard yet, you may or may not, but I'm doing a giveaway Friday. I'm probably going to do it at 7 p.m. Eastern. I'll be giving away my 12-foot slime cat rod. I've only used it twice. It's a spinning setup, so keep that in mind. And then my 6-foot and my 5'8" kayak rods, which you can use them bank fishing too. They don't just have to be kayak. That's just what I use them for. Then I'll be giving away, the grand prize is going to be that Mad Catz Orange Crush. It's like I think it's 7'6" medium heavy, and some of their catfish. What do you call them? The Demon Dragons. Their version of the Demon Dragon. Hunting crow, huh? I've never went bird hunting. I've never been one for bird hunting. When I hunted, it was deer and rabbit and squirrel. That's mostly what we hunted growing up. We were supposed to be killing coyotes, but we usually ended up feeding them and getting them all fat and pretty, and then they quit eating the people's chickens anyway. So I don't like killing stuff that I can't eat. You know what I mean? If I'm gonna kill it, I'm gonna eat it. So wing shooting is a blast. Yeah, for y'all bass fishermen, the ones that I seen talking about bass fishing, the bass fishing prize is going to be the Shimano SLX. I think it's the 150 reel, and then it's on a SLX 6'10" medium heavy rod. And then I got a bunch of lures that I'm going to be giving away: some spinner baits, crank baits, some jerk baits. I'm giving away one big swim bait. I love swim bait fishing. I always go for them giant bass. And we got big bass down here. I've caught some 10, 11, and some 12 pounders, almost a 13 pounder. I'm still second place to my dad, though. He's got the biggest in the family. It's 14 pounds, 2 ounces. He caught a 12-pound 4 ounce and a 14-pound 2 ounce on the same day. Actually, back-to-back casts. How big was it? My 10 pounder and one of my 12-pound 8 ounces is mounted. I don't think I'm going to mount anymore though. I did those when I was a kid. Now it's just going to be the plaster mounts. I got a couple of big trophy smallmouths, some 6, 7 pounders that I'm going to get. That's actually 3 of them. I'm going to get mounts made of them. I actually just found my Tennessee award papers for them. 5.58, 22 inches. That's a good bass. That's nice, 11 pounds. What's up, John Holiday? How you doing? I'm testing out a new area, bud. I'm out here, Walter F. George Dam. I'm actually fishing on the lakeside. I tried to get under the dam, but they have all access blocked off right now. Lake Erie, Smalley. I tell you, dude, Tennessee, if you like bass fishing just like you do catfishing, man, they got giant largemouth, giant smallmouth. I caught two with Joe from Chat Cats in the same day. One was I think that one was 23 and a half inches long by, was it like 11 and a half inches round, or I don't remember offhand. I just know they were almost 7-pound bass. It was two of them. Had a couple of little bites so far, probably channel cats. The wind keeps blocking me. I can't get out as far as I want to. I'm probably in about 10 foot of water, and the guy I talked to said he's going out for channel cats and flatheads. Those are what are running right now. But I'm really hoping one of them big blues come through here. Yeah, you can't really see, but down by these rocks, there's a ton of mussel shells. You know, them blue cats love them mussels. Largemouth and flatheads, yeah. I started out bass fishing. I always have a love for it, but I love fish that fight hard. Like, I love to fight. And that 12-pound, was 12-pound, 8-ounce bass that I caught, the first one, he fought a little bit. But he didn't fight until I got him close to the boat. And I was using kind of heavy gear. The second one I ever caught, which was like 12 pounds, 2 ounces, 12 pounds, 3 ounces, I can't remember, it was around there. That one, he fought like a monster. But all those 10-pounders I've caught and 8-pounders, they hardly fought at all. Now, I did catch one that was 8 pounds on a suicide duck, and he bent the legs almost off of it. So now when they spin, one spins like this, and the other one goes. I could never get it fixed back right. But what I was getting at is them smallmouth, that 6-pound smallmouth I caught, he fought harder than that 12-pound largemouth, way harder. I didn't think I was ever going to get him in. Northern pike, see, that's something I want to catch. That's on my bucket list, is a pike and a muskie. I want to get a pike on a fly rod. I do a lot of fly fishing too. I just haven't recorded any of it here lately. But I would love to get a pike on a fly rod. What do y'all think? Should I pull it up and put a new piece onto a cut piece, or should I throw another whole one out there? I still love catching bass. Like, I still love it, but if I had a choice, you know, I could use a 6-foot rod, you know, medium heavy for bass, or I could use, you know, heavy tackle like this, 12-foot rod, at 65-pound braid, and still may not get the fish because they fight so hard. I'm going to lean towards catfishing if I can go. Just like shark fishing, I'll put catfishing on hold to go catch a shark, because that same setup right there, I have been almost spooled by a shark. I'm talking, I've got 700 yards of line on there. Flatheads on lures, yeah. Yeah, I think I might put a new piece on. I'm going to do a cut piece real quick. I got tons of bait. There's no reason to be bait shy today. I think I'm going to shorten up this breakaway piece too, so I can get a little bit more distance on my cast. Man, shark fish is something else. That's catfishing on the extreme end right there. You're still dropping a bait out. You got a big piece of cut bait on bottom, but when you hook into one and it freaking takes you 2 hours to get it in because it ran 600 yards in one run, and I'm fishing. I usually fish with like 30 pounds of drag. It'll change your idea of fishing. I got into shark fishing because when I was 13, me and my buddy went down to Panama City with my dad shark fishing, or just fishing in general. We weren't even shark fishing. And my dad hooked one that I didn't even know he'd been fighting it. He'd been concentrating so hard because it was such a hard fight that he hadn't even said nothing. Well, he finally let me try fighting it, and it yanked me off my feet and dragged me face first through the sand into the water. I had to get up and fight my way back up onto the beach. I remember I fought it for 15 minutes before it finally said it was done playing with us and took off to deep water. It spooled the rod, and which I spooled the rod up. So I'm actually kind of proud because it went all the way to the knot, and it was the knot that finally gave and left me there with no line on the rod and everything. From that day forward, I was all about some shark fishing. We're going to do a cut piece this time. After I ended the live stream yesterday catching that bait, I really got into a spot where I was catching bait. I caught so many bluegill and green sunfish. I now know that's now my bait spot. Like when I need bait, that's going to be it. What's that? Talk about shark fishing getting really expensive. Oh yeah, it's incredibly expensive. I don't even want to think about the money that I've sank into it. As a matter of fact, let's stop talking about it. I don't want my wife to divorce me. She's watching the stream. Dude, stingrays are a pain. I love catching them too. They fight super hard, but then they'll also suction cup to the bottom, and then you can't move them. You got to literally wait until they get tired and let go. I've caught some stingrays up to 80, 90 pounds out of Panama City. That was a much better cast. Later, John. Good luck. I hope you get plenty of bait, bud. You too. You have a good one. Yo, yeah, they do. Hold on one second, y'all. I'm gonna go out of this real quick. I got to put the do not disturb on. Keep getting them. Y'all still there? Y'all still see me? I keep getting a ton of stuff coming through. I always forget to put that do not disturb on. But I got the good cast that time. It's way out there. I don't know how many of y'all are in there, but if you don't mind, share out the stream for me. I actually feel like this could be a good spot. See, I've never caught a bonefish. I've never fished far enough south to get them. Dude, Louisiana is full of rays. Full of them. We catch them by accident on popping corks. We got a headpiece out there now. Dude, man, that would be epic if I was to catch a bonefish on a fly rod. I've never caught any of those finesse fish on fly rods. Most of the fish I've caught are, the tough fighting boneheads. Like I've caught redfish on them. I've caught some 40-pound carp on them, and that was a crazy fight. Caught an 8-pound bass on a fly rod one time. Was trying for brim. It was a 3-weight. Luckily, I was in a boat because there was no way I'd have got him from the bank. Got a little bite going on, but it ain't a big one. I don't want to have to downsize my baits. I mean, they're not very big baits right now. Come on, make up your mind and hit the thing. It's got to be a little channel cat messing with it. What's up, UK? Yeah, I'm doing a live stream with Joe from Chat Cats Tuesday night. We're going to be doing a nighttime catfishing little thing. So he's going to be on my live stream. Yeah, supposedly this is a good spot. I mean, there's just a lot of rocks right here by the beach. I really wish I could have gotten underneath the dam for y'all today. That would have been the spot. If it's the camera shaking any, it's because the wind keeps rocking the stand a little bit. I wish the wind would die down, but we're on the open side of the lake, so the wind's probably going to be rough. But hopefully the bite will be good because the wind is blowing the bait this direction. Make sure there ain't no gators sneaking up on me. Yeah, I keep trying to tell him to go live too. I've been telling him for a while, and he just didn't think he would have enough of an audience for it. I told him, I'm telling you, Joe, people are going to watch you. So he put that community post out asking, and a bunch of them said that they wanted to watch. Hold on, my line just went really slack. I think I got some channel cats messing with it. I called them. I want to cuddle. I'll cuddle them. I saved a baby gator one time when I was a kid. We kept him in the house probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 months until they got healthy again, and then we found a place that we can give them to somebody. Can't let them go back into the wild once they're fed by someone. They associate people with food. But there was a guy who had a lake that had gators. He wanted another one. His private property was gated off. We put it in there. That was years ago. I'm trying to get the skunk out. If that channel cat will bite, no, that's it's a pin carnage too. It's just I got tired of that surf rod not showing up at night, catfishing and shark fishing. So I did a chunky cats and painted that bad boy neon pink and then neon yellow on the top. I shouldn't miss any bites at night now. I done had it for 2 years. It's all scuffed up anyway, so painting it's not a big deal. I wouldn't have done it to a brand new carnage. I use this for catfishing, but this is actually my beach shark fishing setup whenever I'm just casting. Although I got that drone now, I usually drone baits. If I wasn't close to the dam, I would have used a drone. Next time I'll bring the drone and I'll drone my catfish baits out. Yeah, it's pink. It's neon pink. It's just the way the sun's hitting it. Now my other one, I did neon orange. Yeah, believe it or not, I've been in contact with Mad Cat Rods. I think he subscribed to my channel the other day. He seemed to like some of my content. He likes the giveaway that I'm doing. That's probably who I'm going to go with is Mad Cat Rods. Well, I mean, it is what I'm going to go with. I mean, I sent almost all them rod companies messages talking about stuff and I'm going to do reviews. Not that you need permission to do a review over them, but I like to usually, let them know. Several of them didn't hit me back. A couple of them were just kind of like, meh, like they didn't even want to talk to me. But Mad Cats, man, they within less than an hour was messaging me, and then we were like freaking messaging and talking for like the last couple of days. That's some serious customer service. You know what I'm saying? They're supposedly coming out with kayak rods in like, I don't know, a month or two. And when they do, I'm getting some. Oh, Catfish Cameron. No, I've never used any of those rods. I don't think. If you're talking just catfish specific, I've used the Catch the Fever, the Slime Cats. Oh man, what's the other one? There's Rippin' Lips. Of course, you know I've always used Ugly Sticks, the catfish ones. There's a couple more. I'm trying to think. Now bass fishing, I'm bougie. I done got to where I use Shimano's, and then some of my good reels and rods are good reels, not the rods, but the Abu Garcias. I've got like the Beast. Some offshore rods, gotcha. And see, like ocean fishing, I use Shimano and I use pins. But that's just because I've always used them. Like that's when I first got into ocean fishing. That's who I started with. Now, the first rod that I ever used, and I used for years, was the Zebco 33 on a Ugly Stick rod, and I used it for bass fishing, cat fishing, crappie, brim. Took it to the ocean catching ladyfish, Jack Crevalle. I used the Zebco 33 all the way up until I can't remember what fish it was. A big fish burned the guts out of it. I think I was like 9 years old by that point. The Carbon Elites are beef, huh? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm gonna give those Mad Cats a try, and I'm gonna keep in contact with them. They said they wanted to continue talking to me and everything. Not that, that I don't know if that means anything. I'm hoping one day to be sponsored by somebody. So if I work it out with them to be sponsored one day, that'll be cool. I just love the fact that I sent them one question. Now we've been talking for like 3 days. Oh, you weight tested them, huh? Heck yeah, I want to see that. They were super happy that I'm talking to them and everything, and that I'm doing the giveaway. Yes, the Orange Crush 7'6" medium heavy is what I'm giving away Friday. I got some of their Demon Dragon lures and some of their weight sliders. Maybe that's the other one I tried, was a Whisker Seeker. It wasn't until the last couple of years that I actually used like catfish specific gear. Like I always just used my saltwater gear for catfishing. I'm trying to hold y'all steady while the wind's blowing. It's picking up pretty good. Sorry if the wind noise is bad. Bluebird sky, it's gonna be windy right now. Yeah, the XMH, that's what I don't know if that's what the 12-foot is. I'm sure it probably is. It's their 12-foot. It's the same rods that Mike uses, just spinning. But then the 6-foot is also the XMH. The 5'8" is a medium heavy, but it almost feels like a medium to me. Man, I wish I had a way to keep the camera from shaking so bad. The wind is just going to make it impossible. Stream still look good? You ain't got no buffering or anything? I know the stream looked good on my end yesterday, but then when I went back and rewatched it, it looked kind of rough. See, now I like St. Croix rods for bass fishing. I got a couple I use for my A-rigs. Thanks, Chunky. I just want to make sure y'all can actually see what's going on, you know. I was surprised. I got home and rewatched my live stream from yesterday, and it was like it looked good from my end. I've never had any bad luck with the St. Croix rod. As a matter of fact, I have boat flipped some pretty chunky fish, not just bass, but catfish and everything else that's hit on them. You know, Alabama rigs are heavy. The Mojo Cat, yeah. See, I use them. It's a Mojo that I use for the A rig. The glare from the sun. Yeah, it's beaming today, boy. Look, it'll blind you with that right there. Yeah, if any of y'all are interested, one day I could go through my bass fishing equipment too. I've done reviews on it in my channel, some of my older videos. But yeah, especially bass fishing, like I'm bougie. Like I get the expensive stuff now. Not for the sake of being expensive, but because I know what they can do. I've got buddies that use them. Like I've got that Abu Garcia Beast that I use for my giant swim baits. Because, you know, I throw 10, 12-inch swim baits for bass. I catch huge bass. You know, them things weigh almost 10 ounces. Bass, what's that? Oh, ditch pickles, man. They're fun when you can't catfish. Once February hits and the stripes start turning on in our lake, our river, I'll be doing some live streams down there. Y'all see some of that. It is musky gear. I mean, that's what it is. All of my swim bait stuff is musky gear. Yeah, green bait, Mike. It's green bait. Sometimes they have little black lines on them. Sweet. See you later. Catfish Sizzle. You have a good one, bud. Yeah. Believe me, I'd much rather be catfishing than I would bass fishing. As a kid growing up, I was catching them giant bass. You know, it was amazing. It feels good. And then the first time I hooked a big blue cat, which I can't remember really where that was at. Might have been the river. Might have been my section of the river. And I thought I had the world record largemouth. I mean, this is the biggest bass ever, and then it was a catfish. From that day forward, most of my attention went to catfish. But it's hard to do when, you know, I always fish with my family. They're all about bass. Like, even to this day, I don't know if my dad's watching or not, if he's in here. But even to this day, he'll pick bass over catfish. Channel cats are picking at it again. I'm not downsizing my hooks. If I get a channel cat on it, I get a channel cat. Oh, 30 years. Nice. Him and my family are bass fishermen. That's all they cared about. It wasn't until I came around and started getting into all these other types of fish that I got him going after stuff. Because I'll fish for anything. I love catching gar, carp, bass, catfish. If I find a 5-gallon bucket with water in it and one brim, I'm going to sit there and catch that brim. Man, it don't help that this little stand is so wide, it's catching the wind. No ditch pickles, huh? You watch. You've been trying to catch a hundo, but you're going to end up catching a big ditch pickle. You'll be the first person with a record that'll be mad about it. Because I've caught good bass catfishing, picking up the cut bait. Man, that wind is getting worse. Yeah, 27-pound largemouth would be mad about it. Here's the world record bass angler, and you'll be like, ho, 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 who said I was a bass angler? I might here in a second reel up and try throwing to the left a little bit more. Them old channel cats are picking that bait to death. You can't see the rod moving too much because it's such a stiff rod, but the line is steadily just sitting there going wheat, 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 wheat. Like, dang, man, leave it alone. Unless it's my new PB channel cat. Yeah. I'll be getting some more rods after the first of the year. I gotta finish out the year. I'll be getting them those mad cats. Yeah, I know it. I thought I had my other surf rods and I left them at my dad's house the other day. I had the rods, I didn't have the reels. So I just got the one rod. But for a minute, I didn't think I was going to get to fish. Everywhere I went today was locked up. I asked a couple of guys I've seen fishing. They said, oh, yeah, they say you can fish, but they've had it locked up for years now. They haven't reopened it. Like, then why is it listed online as a spot you can fish? Yeah, I went through my plan A, B, C, D, all of them. This spot was just one guy was like, hey, why don't you go behind the dam? Here, check this out on your map. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be fishing. By a crappie fisherman, nice. A 2-rod limit? That sucks. when did they say the 12 foot is supposed to come out? You know, I talked to them last couple of days. I've been talking to them quite regularly. They're saying the kayak rods are coming out in like 30, 40 days, something like that. I would love to get my hands on one of those to test. Oh, they were supposed to already come out. Okay. Yeah, I'll get me some of those for bank fishing, you know. I thought about getting some of their 10 foots. I liked how the 10 foots looked. I'll give you a second. I'm going to put a fresh piece of bait on there. Make sure there ain't no gator sneaking up on me still. The 10 foot's feel flimsy to you? I wouldn't mind having some for my lighter setups. Try it to the left a little bit. The heavy. I know the camera's rocking, y'all. I'm probably about to use some string and tie it down so it don't move so much. See if I can't tie it down and keep it from moving so bad. All right, hopefully that helps a little bit. There we go. And wind is something else. There we go. Go ahead and get my power source hooked up too while we got this going on. Still moving around, ain't it? Has about to be live. That'll be pretty cool. Yeah, if y'all want to leave the live stream and go watch his, I can always turn this off and just film if I get a bite. Whoever's still in here, if you don't mind, if you haven't done it, just hit the like button for me. I think just about all of y'all are. Yeah, I tried to tie it down a little bit so it's not so bad. That wind is just catching that O-ring, that the light, and it's just shaking it back and forth. Go. Oh, channel cats are picking it to death over here, man. They keep moving it. Into the water. Oh no. Yeah, the wind is being really rough right now. It's still going to blow it around a little bit. I don't think there's a way for me to keep it from moving all the way. I think next time what I'll do, if I come out here, I'll make a mount. That way I don't have to have the O-ring. It won't catch as much air. See, now that'd be cool to catch an old tiger muskie. That's another one that's on my bucket list. See if that'll help a little bit. Cool. Yeah, don't let my channel get in the way. If you got stuff going on, it's fine. I'm hoping we get a bite, but I don't know. If y'all ever want to leave and go somebody else's channel or go do something else, I can always record on this if something happens. I can make a video of it. Guess I could put a piece of fishing string and pull it this direction too, kind of like go between. I might do that. String's right here. I'm gonna make this thing quit rocking. That'll help a little bit. Still can't tell how many of y'all is in here. It says about 8 of y'all. It's probably correct. This streaming thing, boy, it don't ever tell you really how many people's in the channel with you, does it? What's up, Bluegrass? How you doing? I'm out here trying to do spot. I drove 2 hours south to the bottom half of my local river. We're at the Lake Eufaula or Walter F. George Lake. I'm just above the dam. The dam's on this side over here. It's just off screen. Couldn't get below the dam. They've got it closed. So I come up here. Had some channel cat bites. That's about it so far. Although this bluebird sky, I may not get any bites today. got to get a fish, man. These last couple of streams, I feel bad for y'all. I'm out here fishing and getting no catfish. About the only thing y'all see me catch is bait. I'll take a little bullhead at this point. At least it's got whiskers, you know. God, the wind is rough right now. It wasn't supposed to be this rough, but it ended up being pretty bad. Now there's another spot I could go to. Yeah, they ain't right now. There's another spot that I could pack up and go to. It's about 20 minutes further up north. That same local guy showed it to me. I could go there. I just don't have a ton of time to fish today. Yeah, it took so long to get down here. I've got to make sure I get back. Even though I haven't caught any catfish, I'm excited, y'all. My channel's growing pretty good. I've gotten like 50 subscribers in like the last 30 days or whatever. I'm knocking on the door of 600, over halfway now. I'll be glad when I make it to 1,000 so I don't have to use StreamYard anymore. I'm gonna be doing a big giveaway when I reach 1,000. Right now, man, lives are like blowing up. It's really helped out. Like I've gotten a lot of subs just from doing the lives, and I haven't even really done that good. Like I've been trying to fish my local areas, which are only good seasonally. So my videos have been kind of lacking here the last couple of weeks, and I've still got a bunch of subs off of it. You know, everybody likes fishing. You know what I mean? You talk to the person out fishing. It's like you're fishing with a buddy instead of just, you know, watching a video. Which I still like my videos too. You know, sometimes I ain't got time to watch a live for 2-3 hours. You know, I just got like a few minutes during my break from work. Plus, it helps you get out, you know, what do you call it, regular content too. You know, YouTube really picks up whenever you're doing multiple videos or multiple live streams a week, you know. I'll try to do as much as I can, but I want to see y'all. I want y'all to see me catching fish. I don't want to always just be me waiting on a bite. I knew today was going to be sketchy. This is a new area. I've never fished here. And it's not where I wanted to go. I wanted to be below the dam. Yeah, right. Hey, Miss M. How you doing today? I know Haz is going to be doing a live here soon with, I think, Epic and all of them. They're going to have probably better luck than I've got where I'm at. That's for sure. I'm daggum limited by, well, I guess we all are, but I'm limited by finances. If I could travel to where I wanted to fish up in Tennessee, boy, I'd be having real some good videos for y'all all the time, just like Mike has. Tried to move to Tennessee, but my wife wasn't going to have none of that. Yeah, right. At least you're here watching the stream. You're doing okay. That's all I care about. I did finally link my PayPal to my YouTube channel on my main page. If y'all ever do want to help out and put a little gas money in my pocket so I can go to those places, at least the option's there. I'm finally to the point where I feel comfortable enough saying that too. Yeah, hey, babe. Yeah, I know it wasn't the right time. Yeah, but I'm starting to feel like more like Florida needs to be just our vacation area. Maybe we'll retire to Tennessee. It did work out getting the house so the dogs actually got somewhere to run. It makes me happy to see that the old mutts are happy. Just wish we had better fishing in our area. Yeah, I know we can't pick the place we live around on my fishing, but dang, I just wish it was better. Our fishing won't pick back up until March. Well, February through May. We are halfway between both. That's true. Oh yeah, the tournament last night. I didn't finish it. Who won and what was the biggest fish? I know when I went to bed, it was like a 2-pound channel cat was leading the way. Yeah, I ever move up to Tennessee, I'm gonna show Mike how real fishing looks. I'm gonna catch them world record buffalo. You got 3 prizes? Nice. I seen a guy win a bass tournament one time with a 3-pound fish. So, I mean, it don't surprise me. If the fish aren't biting, they're just not biting. Hey, look. Did y'all see that? We're getting a hit. Got slack in the line. That one was actually big enough to shake it. Won 1,500, huh? Dang, killed it. I think he says she hasn't had the baby yet. I think he said she's on bed rest right now. She's getting ready to have the baby. Man, we actually had a bite. I wish he'd have got on the hook there. Them little channel cats earlier, they were just moving the line. That actually bowed the rod down a little. that's actually a pretty stiff rod. Like, it takes a lot to make that sucker move. So they've either got to hit it with just everything they got, or it's got to be a good fish. Now I'm just wondering if they got my bait. I'm going to give it about 5 more minutes. I'm going to put a new bait on there. I want to give him time to come back just in case there's still bait on it. And what's funny is that cast was in shallower than what I threw earlier. Nah, I'm not going to wait. I'm going to go ahead and reel it up and check it. I got too much bait to just be stingy with it. I don't know if y'all can see that. Let me get out of the sun. But you can see where his mouth was right there. Hook is right there. His mouth was right there. He short struck it. All right, I'm going to do another cut piece. At least they're moving. We got a bite. Yeah, right. Probably did. Yeah, I'm using big old hooks. I never use little hooks. If I can help it, I use the biggest hook I can get away with for whatever I'm fishing for. We got a good throw on it this time. I got it way out there. I hate it we missed that fish. Thought y'all were actually going to get to see a fish that right then. You can bring your own fishing gear. Watch, I'm using bluegill, and all they want today is skipjack. Oh, look, you see that? The fish are starting to move in. Look, look. We got him. We got him. We got one on. And it might be a turtle. It's not hardly fighting at all. It just feels heavy. Unless I got that gator. Woo! Big O channel cat. Got a big O channel. Y'all look at the size of this channel cat. We got a big one right here, boy. Look at the size of his noggin, dude. I can't get my hand all the way around him. He's as long as my forearm. He's probably 6 pounds or better. He's heavy. Whoop, whoop. We actually got one. Well, we could call today a success. That was a fresh piece of green sunfish. I mean, I just put it out. I'm gonna put it right back out. I mean, I just put it out. Don't care. Fish is a fish. Not going home skunk today, boy. Put it right back out. Same bait. Well, this new spot's a success. Yeah, it's now a catfish video, right? Exactly. That guy told me as the day went on, the catfish would start biting. That's when they've been having their luck. So, success, catfish video. I told y'all I'm a cat fisherman. Just had to prove it, you know? At least it was a nice channel cat too, you know? It wasn't just like a little bitty guy. It was, you know, that was a good 6-7 pound fish. I need a scale. I need a good fish scale. I must have put that right on his nose. Yeah, he was chunky. I couldn't get my hand all the way around him. Oh, I got slack in the line again. It might be another one. I must be getting it into deeper water too, because I mean he was way down there. Wow, that was 2 bites within 5 minutes. Well, this live was a success. He didn't fight at all, though. That's weird. Like, he literally just let me pull him in. It was like pulling in a turtle. I didn't feel him rolling until he got right here next to the bank. He was cold. That fish is cold. They're down there in that real deep water. He was like an ice cube. Maybe I need to put a little bit more magic on it. Think that'll work? Think that'll get them? Think I can get them excited? A little magic trick? Be a bite. That little channel cast there, maybe we can get a big blue cat. what's cool about these lives too is I'm gonna make another video out of this. I'm gonna clip just the fish and make like a, not a short, but just a shorter video too. It only took, what, almost 2 hours to get a bite? I don't even know what time it is. Let's 2:50. Man, it must have been a school coming through to get 2 bites like that back to back. Well, a little bit of action, and what much? We had a little bit of action right there. I'd like to get out here in my kayak with a fish finder and look through here and just kind of get an idea of what the bottom looks like. Ooh, that wind is relentless. Could y'all see the bite good on the camera, or was it kind of hard to see? I don't know if y'all could see when the bite was happening. I'll have 3 rods out here next time. I'll be better prepared. I think what I'll do the next time I reel it up, I'm going to put a whole brim on there, the whole thing. I'll scuff it up so it'll bleed a little bit and see if we can't catch something bigger. Yeah, I wouldn't mind coming by and doing this spot again. What's up, Big Matt? How you doing, bud? I just caught a big fat channel cat using my extra heavy surf rod out here, and he actually was big enough he bent it over. So he's probably, I don't know, between 6 and 8 pounds. I don't have a scale. He was big. He was longer than my forearm. We actually had 2 bites back to back. Hoping we can pick another one up. Yeah, if you go back in the video, probably, I don't know, 8 minutes, 5 minutes, you can see me catch it. It's a good, healthy channel cat. He was big enough he bit an 11-aught circle hook and got in his mouth. That wind, even with this thing tied down, the wind is still moving this thing around. It only says I've got like 1 or 2 people in here. I don't know if that's true or not. I know it messes it up. But if anybody's in here and you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. If you like watching different kinds of fishing, catfish, bass, anything that swims, shark fishing, my main 2, shark fishing and catfishing. If you like that, then subscribe to the channel. You'll see me whenever I go live. I'm going to go live on the beach shark fishing whenever I go back down too. So y'all get to see that firsthand. A lot of guys won't do live when they're shark fishing because they don't want you to see when they're doing stuff illegal. But we do everything by the books. I'll be out there going live. Might bump this bait, like move it a little bit, see if I can't get something's attention. Yeah, once we reel it up this time, I'm putting a whole brim on there. I'm going to do a big bait. And we might let the big bait sit out there for a good while before I mess with it. In case a big blue cat or something comes by. Who knows? Maybe we'll get one of them flatheads they say are running right through here right now. Man, I got do not disturb on, and some of these state messages are still coming through. I don't get that. Yeah, I think next time I'm going to bring my drone, and I'll drone baits out there further than I can cast. I'll take them out 100 yards. Hopefully we get another one and pick it up. Could you see the fish biting the pole pretty good, babe? Whenever it was hit? Was it actually showing up? Yeah, I'm going to be putting in a big bait here in a minute. Well, bigger. I wish I had skipjack. That'd be great. I think I'm going to put gashes in a big brim and throw a whole big brim out. Give that bait just a few more minutes. I'm going to go ahead and put the big one. and get my big bait ready. I'm wanting to go ahead and put that whole brim out there. Yeah, I think it's time for a big bait. Without a whole brim. There we go. We're going to let this one sit out there for a while too. Tripping and falling on camera. All right, I just put a whole bluegill out, or a whole green sunfish actually. Maybe we'll get something a little bit better whenever they hit. But that channel cat was on a small green sunfish just ahead, so I figure put one out hand size, maybe we'll get that big blue cat. We've had a couple of bites in the last few minutes, so that was good. Just glad we got a fish on camera. What's up, Michelangelo? How you doing, bud? About, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago, I caught a decent-sized channel cat. It's the biggest one I've caught in a while. It's about, between 6 and 8 pounds. I don't have a scale. We actually had a couple of good bites back-to-back before we caught him. And I just put a bait about the size of my hand out there. We're going to try for a big blue cat. They're ice cold. That water is super cold right now. That fish was like an ice cube, so they're being kind of sluggish today. Yeah, this was just a test spot. I've never been here. I drove 2 hours south to fish this dam. You can't see it, but behind me over here is the Walter F. George Dam. It's for Lake Eufaula. I tried to go underneath the dam and fish directly under it. They've got it blocked off on both sides of the river. They're not letting anybody in, which sucks. That's the whole reason why I come down here. But we found this spot, and we've had a couple of bites. We've actually had a bunch of bites, but they were all little. And we had 2 good bites, and we caught one of them as that big channel cat. I only brought one rod. I left most of them over at my dad's house, not thinking. So next time we come here, I'll be prepared. I'll have about 3 or 4 rods. I might even use the drone to take one out next time. Take it out about 100 yards. Yeah, at least it turned out to be a good day. Looks like we're getting a little bite right now. I like to busting my butt on them rods. Yeah, I just put a big bait on. I don't know who's still here. The count says I have only like one person in here. But I just put a bait the size of my hand out there. After I caught that channel cat, I figured, what the heck, we'll swing for the fences and try for a big blue. I'll be right back. I'm going to walk over here and take a look at something real quick. I don't know who's still in here, but I'm going to go ahead and stop the live stream. It looks like it's just one person in here. I'm going to go ahead and stop it. I'm just going to fish and record if anything happens in the next, I don't know, 30 minutes. But I'm going to have to pack it up and start heading back here soon. Now that I know of a spot that I can actually come to down here, I'll actually be better prepared and I'll get here a lot earlier. So I appreciate y'all sitting here watching it with me. And I guess I'll catch y'all back on the water next time.